Welcome, everyone, to another fascinating journey into the world of American coins and hidden treasures. Before we dive into today's story, take a moment to imagine this: a single $1 coin, minted more than 4 decades ago, that could be sitting quietly in your drawer or pocket, completely unnoticed, yet carrying a story of history, art, and hidden value. Today, we're talking about the 1980 United States of America $1 coin, the Susan B. Anthony dollar, especially those without the P mint mark, which makes them a little mysterious and, for collectors, a lot more interesting. So sit back, relax, and stay tuned till the very end, because we'll explore everything, from the coin's design, history, varieties, grading, errors, and finally, its true market value in $2025. Let's begin this numismatic journey together. The 1980 USA $1 coin is part of the Susan B. Anthony dollar series, first introduced in 1979. It was the first time in U.S. history that a real woman, Susan B. Anthony, a leader in the women's rights movement, was featured on circulating U.S. coinage. The design was created by chief engraver Frank Gasparro, whose initials could be seen near the shoulder of Anthony on the obverse. The coin was made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, the same metal combination used in quarters and dimes, and weighed about 8.1 grams. Its small size and silver color led many people to confuse it with the quarter, which became one of the main reasons it was unpopular in everyday circulation. Now, when we talk about the mint mark, most 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollars were struck at the Philadelphia Mint with a P mint mark, the Denver Mint D, and the San Francisco Mint S. However, some examples appear without a visible mint mark, often due to weak strikes, field die errors, or die polishing during the minting process. When a coin has no visible P mark, collectors refer to it as without mint mark, and that detail makes it more collectible depending on condition and rarity. In fine or circulated condition, these coins may not look special at first glance, but under a collector's eye, even small variations can make a big difference. Let's explore the design closely. On the obverse, you see Susan B. Anthony facing right, surrounded by the words Liberty at the top and In God We Trust to the left. The date 1980 is placed at the bottom. On the reverse, the design features an eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch, a tribute to the Apollo 11 mission, and originally used on the Eisenhower dollar. Above the eagle, the words United States of America and E Pluribus Unum appear, with $1 written below. 13 stars represent the original colonies. It's a coin that blends modern history with classic American symbolism. The 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollar without the P mint mark is not an intentional mint variety, but rather a production anomaly. Still, collectors value such anomalies because they represent a moment in minting history, a minor mistake that survived inspection and reached circulation. When a coin like this appears, it becomes part of a smaller subset of the total mintage, which can increase its collectible interest. In fine condition, these coins are generally affordable but pristine examples, especially those graded mint state MS65 and above, can command higher prices. Let's talk about grading, because condition is everything in numismatics. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with fine typically referring to a coin that shows moderate wear on high points but retains most of its details. In this condition, the 1981 dollar coin without a mint mark might fetch around $1.25 to $3 in today's retail market, depending on eye appeal. However, if the coin has any special error features, like a filled die, off-center strike, or double die obverse, the value could rise significantly. Error collectors sometimes pay $20, $50, or even over $100 for dramatic examples. As we move into higher grades, extremely fine XF, about uncirculated AU, and mint state, the prices rise. In mint state 63, these coins may sell for around $5 to $10. In MS65 condition, prices may reach $25 or more. Exceptional coins certified by PCGS or NGC with top grades like MS67 or higher have occasionally sold at auctions for $150 to $300, particularly if they show strong luster and perfect strike quality. Remember, The absence of the P mark only adds extra intrigue to what collectors already seek: condition and originality. One reason the 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollar remains interesting today is its transitional place in U.S. currency history. It followed the large Eisenhower dollar, which was bulky and unpopular for circulation, and preceded the Sacagawea dollar that began in 2000. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was intended to encourage coin use instead of paper $1 bills, but the experiment didn't work out as planned. The public resisted it. Stores confused it with the quarter, and eventually the coin was discontinued after 1981, returning briefly in 1999 due to a coin shortage. That brief comeback added to its historical significance.
In the world of coin collecting, even common coins can become special when preserved in excellent condition. Many $1,980 are still found in rolls, mint sets, and old bank bags. Because the coin didn't circulate heavily, many exist in uncirculated condition today. However, coins without the mint mark remain much harder to find, and identifying them properly requires careful magnification and good lighting. Many times, a faint mint mark might simply be worn away rather than truly missing, so expert verification is key. Let's now talk about market trends. In 2025, collector demand for Susan B. Anthony dollars remains steady, especially among new hobbyists looking for affordable entry-level pieces. The typical 1980 coin, without a mint mark in fine condition, sells for about $1.25 to $2.50 USD, while very fine examples reach $3 to $5 US. Coins in brilliant uncirculated condition can sell for $10 to $25 US, depending on grading and luster. Proof-like examples, or coins with strong strike details, can bring $40 to $100 US if they're encapsulated and certified. Special die errors or varieties, such as double die reverses or planchet flaws, have fetched as much as $500 to $1,000 US at specialized auctions. Collectors also enjoy building complete sets of Susan B. Anthony dollars from 1979 through 1981 and 1999. Having a coin without the P mark adds character to such a set and represents a talking point among enthusiasts. Dealers often recommend buying these coins in original mint packaging or certified slabs to maintain authenticity and value. For long-term investors, these coins are modest but stable. They represent small historical artifacts that capture a moment in America's monetary evolution. Now let's turn briefly to global collecting interest. Outside the United States, the Susan B. Anthony dollar holds a modest but growing audience, especially among international collectors fascinated by women's rights history and the symbolic design. In markets like Canada, Europe, and parts of Asia, this coin is often valued for its educational story rather than its face value. When sold internationally through online platforms like eBay or heritage auctions, a fine-grade coin without mint mark might bring $3 to $6 US, while certified higher grades could reach $50 or more with strong demand. When analyzing any coin's value, three main factors always apply: rarity, condition, and demand. The $1,980 without the P mint mark isn't rare in the traditional sense, but it's interesting, and that intrigue creates demand. Combined with condition, that determines value. So if you happen to find one of these coins, it's worth examining carefully. Keep it in a protective holder, avoid cleaning it, and if you believe it's in especially good condition, consider professional grading to unlock its full market potential. Numismatics is not just about money, it's about history you can hold. The Susan B. Anthony dollar reminds us of a time when America was experimenting with progress, innovation, and gender representation. Though it failed as a circulating coin, it succeeded as a cultural statement. Every collector who studies it today is, in some way, keeping Susan B. Anthony's legacy alive. In conclusion, the 1980 USA $1 without P mint mark is a fascinating collectible that connects modern America with its ideals of equality and change. Its fine condition market value may seem small, ranging from just over $1 to a few dollars, but its historical and educational worth is far greater. In top grades and era varieties, it becomes a small treasure for those who know what to look for. Whether you collect for passion, investment, or curiosity, coins like these remind us that even ordinary objects can tell extraordinary stories. So the next time you come across a Susan B. Anthony dollar, take a closer look. you might be holding a piece of history. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this detailed exploration, don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into US coin history and rare numismatic finds from around the world. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and remember, every coin has a story to tell.